Continuing with the cry of the 12th Aethyr, which is called Loe. The cry of the 12th Aethyr, which is called Loe. There appear in the stone 2 pillars of flame. In the midst is a chamber of white fire. This seems to be the chariot of the 7th key of the tarot, but it is drawn by 4 sphinxes, diverse, like the 4 sphinxes upon the door of the vault of the adepts, counterchanged in their component parts. The chariot itself is the lunar crescent, waning. The canopy is supported by 8 pillars of amber. These pillars are upright, and yet the canopy which they support is the whole vault of night. The charioteer is a man in golden armor, studded with sapphires, but over his shoulders is a white robe, and over that a red robe, upon his golden helmet that he beareth for his crest a crab. His hands are clasped upon a cup, from which radiates a ruddy glow, constantly increasing, so that everything is blotted out by its glory, and the whole air is filled with it. And there is a marvelous perfume in the air, like unto the perfume of raw horquet, but sublimated as if the quintessence of that perfume alone were burnt, for it hath the richness and voluptuousness and humanity of blood, and the strength and freshness of meal, and the sweetness of honey, and the purity of olive oil, and the holiness of that oil which is made of myrrh, and cinnamon, and galangal. The charioteer speaks in a low, solemn voice, awe-inspiring, like a very large and very distant bell. Let him look upon the cup whose blood is mingled therein, for the wine of the cup is the blood of the saints. Glory unto the scarlet woman, Babylon, the mother of abominations, that rideth upon the beast, for she hath spilt their blood in every corner of the earth, and lo, she hath mingled it in the cup of her whoredom. With the breath of her kisses hath she fermented it, and it hath become the wine of the sacrament, the wine of the Sabbath, and in the holy assembly hath she poured it out for her worshippers, and they have become drunken thereon, so that the face to face they beheld my Father. Thus are they made worthy to become partakers of the mystery of this holy vessel, for the blood is the life. So sitteth she from age to age, and the righteous are never weary of her kisses, and by her murders and fornications she seduceth the world. Therein is manifested the glory of my Father, who is truth. This wine is such that its virtue radiateth through the cup, and I reel under the intoxication of it, and every thought is destroyed by it. It abideth alone, and its name is compassion, and I understand by compassion the sacrament of suffering, partaken of by the true worshippers of the highest, and it is an ecstasy in which there is no trace of pain. Its passivity, passion, is like the giving up of the self to the beloved. The voice continues, this is the mystery of Babylon, the mother of abominations, and this is the mystery of her adulteries. For she hath yielded up herself to everything that liveth, and hath become a partaker in its mystery. And because she hath made herself the servant of each, and therefore she become the mistress of all, not as yet canst thou comprehend her glory. Beautiful art thou, O Babylon, and desirable, for thou hast given thyself to everything that liveth, and thy weakness hath subdued their strength, for in that union thou didst understand. Therefore art thou called understanding, O Babylon, Lady of Night. This is that which is written, O my God, in one last rapture, let me attain to the union with the many. For she is love, and her love is one, and she hath divided the one love into infinite loves, and each love is one, and equal with the one, and therefore is she past from the assembly and the law and the enlightenment unto the anarchy of solitude and darkness. Forever thus must she veil the brilliance of herself. O Babylon, Babylon, thou mighty mother that ridest upon the crowned beast, let me be drunken upon the wine of thy fornications. Let thy kisses wanton me unto death, that even I, thy cupbearer, may understand. Now, through the ruddy glow of the cup, I may perceive far above, and infinitely great, the vision of Babylon, and the beast, whereon she rideth, is this Lord of the city of the pyramids, that I beheld in the 14th Aethyr. Now, that is gone in the glow of the cup, and the angel saith, Not as yet mayest thou understand the mystery of the beast, for it pertaineth not unto the mystery of this air, and few that are new born unto understanding are capable thereof. The cup glows brighter and fiercer. All my sense is unsteady, being smitten with ecstasy, and the angel saith, Blessed are the saints, that their blood is mingled in the cup, and can never be separate any more. For Babylon the beautiful, the mother of abominations, hath sworn by her holy stice, whereof every point is a pang, that she will not rest from her adulteries until the blood of everything that liveth is gathered therein, and the wine thereof is laid up and matured and consecrated, and worthy to gladden the heart of my father. For my father is weary with the stress of eld, and cometh not to her bed. Yet shall this perfect wine be the quintessence and the elixir, and by the draught thereof shall he renew his youth, and so shall it be eternally, as, age by age, the worlds do dissolve and change, and the universe unfoldeth itself as a rose, and shutteth itself as the cross that is bent into the cube. And this is the comedy of Pan, that is played at night in the thick forest. This is the mystery of Dionysus, Zagreus, that is celebrated upon the holy mountain of Kithaeron. And this is the secret of the brothers of the Rosy Cross, and this is the heart of the ritual that is accomplished in the vault of the adepts, that is hidden in the mountain of the caverns, even the holy mountain Abiagnus. And this is the meaning of the supper of the Passover, the spilling of the blood of the Lamb being a ritual of the dark brothers, for they have sealed up the pylon with blood, lest the angel of death should enter therein. And thus do they shut themselves off from the company of the saints. Thus do they keep themselves from compassion and from understanding. Accursed are they, for they shut up their blood in their heart. They keep themselves from the kisses of my mother, Babylon, and in their lonely fortresses they pray to the false moon, and they bind themselves together with an oath and with a great curse, and of their malice they conspire together, and they have power and mastery, and in their cauldrons do they brew the harsh wine of delusion, mingled with the poison of their selfishness. They make war upon the Holy One, sending forth their delusion upon men, and upon everything that liveth, so that their false compassion is called compassion, and their false understanding is called understanding. For this is their most potent spell, yet of their own poison do they perish, and in their lonely fortresses shall they be eaten up by time that hath cheated them to serve him, and by the mighty devil Kronzone, their master, whose name is the second death, for the blood that they have sprinkled on their pylon, that is a bar against the angel death, is the key by which he entereth in. I think the trouble with these people was that they wanted to substitute the blood of someone else for their own blood, because they wanted to keep their personalities. The angel saith, and this is the word of double power, in the voice of the Master, wherein the 5 interpenetrateth the 6. This is the secret interpretation that may not be understood save only of them that understand, and for this is it the key of the pylon of power, because there is no power that may endure, save only the power that descendeth into this my chariot from Babylon, the city of the 50 gates, the gate of the God on Babylon. Moreover, is on the key of the vault that is 120. So also do the majesty and the beauty derive from the supernal wisdom. But this is a mystery utterly beyond thine understanding, for wisdom is the man, and understanding the woman, and not until thou hast perfectly understood canst thou begin to be wise. But I reveal unto thee a mystery of the authors, that not only are they bound up with Sephiroth, but also with the paths. Now the plane of the authors interpenetrateth, and surroundeth the universe, wherein the Sephiroth are established, and therein is the order of the authors, not the order of the tree of life. And only in a few places do they coincide, but the knowledge of the authors is deeper than the knowledge of the Sephiroth, for that in the authors is the knowledge of the Ions, and that of Thelhma, and to each shall it be given according to his capacity. He has been saying certain secret things to the unconscious mind of the seer, of a personal nature. Now a voice comes from without, and lo, I saw you to the end, and a great bell begins to toll, and there come 6 little children out of the floor of the chariot, and their hands is a veil so fine and transparent that it is hardly visible. Yet, when they put